Alright, well, I did this once before. I didn't like it, so I'm going to do it again. I think I'm going to be a little bit more organized though this time. So here we go. I'm going to be starting a new character for you, the viewers. As you can see, I have a lot of characters built up here that I've been playing for years. And I have one extra character slot right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this and we're going to create a new character, and I'm going to show you a little bit about the game. We can do either role-playing or we can do PvP. As far as PvP is concerned, I'm not great at it. I do okay, but you know, I'm not the greatest. But if you want to see me do a PvP character, then fine, let me know and I can go ahead and do that. But if you want me to do a role-playing character so you can see the story, we can do a role-playing character also. I have three campaigns plus the extension Eye of the North on this account here. But I'm gonna start with Prophecies first. Prophecies is a very long campaign. It was the first Guild Wars that came out, and if you want to see some action in Prophecies, just be aware that the training sessions on all of these campaigns is kind of boring, and I'll try and get through them as quickly as possible. But in Prophecies, when Guild Wars first started, they had just, I think it's eight characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, no, 6. Sorry, they have 6 basic professions. All 3 of the campaigns have these 6 basic professions, but Factions and Nightfall, which you'll see a little bit later, introduced 2 other professions besides these, but I'll show you them later. But as you can see, the warrior, everybody knows what a warrior is. The ranger, everybody knows what a ranger is. In Guild Wars, the ranger can get a pet, and that pet can help your character fight, which can come in handy sometimes when you're first starting out, because you have a companion with you that can do some extra damage. In fact, when the very first time I played Guild Wars, I played a ranger just for the fact that I had a pet and someone to help me fight, because I didn't know what I was getting into. And I still have that very first ranger too. She's like 7 years old now. Then there's the monk. Self-explanatory. They do healing, stuff like that. I'm not very good at monking. Never have been. It's very difficult to do, and if you let your party members die, you get harassed about it. You get told that you're a shitty monk and all this other stuff. You know, it's typical when you're dealing with other types of people. And there's also a necromancer. The necromancer is a profession that deals with death and curses and blood magic and all that other stuff. One of the things that I liked about the necromancer is that you can summon minions and stuff like that. The minions when you max out your death magic, you can have up to, I think it's 8 or 10 minions that you can have following you around. And they come in pretty handy, especially in big groups. Sometimes you can't really use minions because they aggro things that you don't want to aggro. It's just a learning experience. It really is, playing a necromancer. The mesmer is pretty much just an illusionist. They cast domination magic, illusion magic. I can't remember all of them. But they're pretty good. They're not bad. If they're in the right player's hands, they can be quite good. Some people play mesmers really well. Other people play them like shit. I'm one of the ones that play it like shit. Elementalist is probably one of the most popular professions, because they deal with elemental magic like fire, earth, water, and stuff like that. They're really good. That if you have the right skills and you have the right build in your skill sets, then you can do quite a bit of damage. And people are always looking for elementalists in their group. But I want you to decide which character, which profession you want me to play, and I will be more than happy. So for right now, just for the sake of this video, I will choose a necromancer, since that's my second favorite. When you click on next there, you can choose either male or female. I always choose a female character. One guy asked me one time in Guild Wars if I was gay because I had all female characters. Well, I told him that, well, think of it this way. What man wouldn't want a whole harem of beautiful women to play with? And he laughed, and I laughed, and it was just funny. Anyway, I'm gonna choose a female, of course, because that's what I always choose. I like that face. That's a pretty good face. The hair, let's do this right here. Maybe that's not such a good face. But if you choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that'll tell me what hairstyle you want. So just say hairstyle, then whatever number, up to 11. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You can choose the hairstyle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 different hair colors. 4, 8, 12, 15 different faces that you can choose. Choose a number from 1 to 15 for the face that you want. I'll show them all to you briefly. I don't want this video to be too long. That one's not too bad. Some of them are pretty ugly. Let's toss up between this one and this one. Maybe we'll go with that one. Then you can choose the skin color. You have this. You have 4, 5, 6, 7 skin colors that you can choose. You can choose a pasty one. A lot of people choose that because it sort of matches what a necromancer would look like, I guess, in somebody's imagination. But I like colors to pop, so I'll probably choose this skin color right here. It represents death to me, which is what they master in. And it seems to make all the colors that surround her body to pop quite a bit too. So I think we'll go with that just for the sake of this video. If you want something else, let me know. Just choose a number from 1 to whatever, depending on which one you want. And then we can move on to the armor. I think I'll choose gray. You can choose other colors if you want. Again, use the number system. You have 8, 8, 8. Say head 8, or chest 8, or hands 8, or legs 8, or I don't know, anything like that. You can choose the size of your character. You can make them really, really short. You can make them really, really tall. I like to go somewhere between 3/4. It doesn't have any significant impact on gameplay, so it's totally personal preference. And then you can choose the name. The name can be difficult. The last video that I made that I decided I didn't like, I was able to choose the name the first try, but that doesn't happen all the time. I was just lucky. But don't give up. Keep trying. If you run into trouble, there's this website that I went to when I first started playing called 20,000names.com. I don't know if they're still there, but I'm sure they are. But I chose names from there, and most of the time the names that I chose from there worked out pretty good. But you gotta have both the first name and a last name. So we'll try Katrina Deathbinder. That's the one that I did on the other video that I made that I deleted. I'm not sure if it's gonna let me do it or not, but we'll try it. Yep, it's gonna let me. And then this is the story. I'll let you watch it and give you a little overview of what you're going to be facing.
The last day dawns on the kingdom of Ascalon.
For the first half of the game.
It arrives with no fanfare, no tolling of alarms. Those who will remember will speak fondly of the warm morning breeze. People carry on with their daily lives, unaware that in a short while,
They're the Char. They're a feline race, and they are just evil creatures.
Scribe?
Yes, my lord.
These Char are relentless, but we shall hold the wall at all costs.
Yes, my lord.
Take this message to Sir Titus. Go forth and recruit the strongest, the smartest. Bring to me the bravest in all of Ascalon. Find me the heroes who will lead our kingdom to glory.
As you command, my king.
Alright, and so we start. So your first destination will be, you'll want to go to any of these NPCs that have exclamation points over their heads, because they have quests for you. I like good news. Do you like good news? I like good news. Let's see what the good news is. See, there's a mesmer. That's their dance. Yes, you can make your characters dance. / dance. I can make her dance. There's my character dancing. It's a funky dance, necromancer dance. Guess it's the monster mash, I don't know. You can make her laugh. There's her laugh right there. Alright, that's enough of that. If you want more about that, I can show you, no problem. And then your next destination will be this next person right over here. You'll want to talk to him to get your first quest. Your quests are in L. Primary quest, war preparations. Just follow the directions. As you can see up here in the arrow, in the little mini map here, there's a little arrow that will direct you in the direction where you need to go. But that's it for that for right now. I don't want to make this too long, and besides, this is going to be for you guys, so whatever you decide is what I'll actually start playing. Sorry about that. But yeah, I'm going to be putting up an introduction much like this one for Factions and Nightfall also. And we'll stop it at the beginning of the training session, and then you can decide which one you want. Please watch all three. Make a decision, tell me what you want, and I'll see what I can do. Alright? Until the next one.